Hello, it's Adam on the Give Music Guitar channel, and today we are bringing something slightly new and a bit different to what we normally do to you. Today, to my left, I have a little black box of goodies which has 12 different distortion pedals in it. Now, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be randomly picking each one of these pedals out. I'll be plugging it into this deluxe reverb tone master on my left. I'll be playing through this brilliant Gibson SG in TV yellow. And I will have 60 seconds per pedal. Now, this is ranked, so what I'll do is I'll have 60 seconds per pedal, and then I'll rank it on our little tier system here. So S tier, this is our superb, the best tier, what I think is the best. A tier, it's brilliant. B, yeah, it's pretty good, and C, it's not to my taste. How will I be ranking these pedals? Glad you asked. Basically, it will be as simple as this. It will be on how versatile they are, how many different controls they've got for tone shaping, a general idea on the pricing, and also a little bit on how cool they look. So this is something that is new to what we are doing. At the end, I will have the option to swap one pedal. So for example, once it has been made, it's there. If I put something in B because I'm forced to, because it's really good, I want it in S, I get to swap that over. So I do have a little bit of leniency in here, but as I say, something new, something different, and 12 cool distortion pedals that we've got here. Why might you want a distortion pedal? Well, distortion is different for everybody. We've got a whole variety of different ones in here that go for different sounds and different vibes based off of different amplifiers, based off different distortion circuits. And really, it's up to whatever you want it to be. I like quite a thick distortion. I like something that has clarity still, but a lot of body, nothing overly shrilly. So having something like the Tone Master here, that wouldn't really get a distortion that I want. It's very overdriven and it'll sound really cool, but you got to crank it loud. A distortion can add that there for as a gain stage, or you can have it as its own separate thing if you've got a channel, if you've got an amplifier with one channel, for example. So there's a Marshall Origin 20 back there. It's just one channel. You can use your clean tone there, then the gain stage of the distortion pedal to boost that and to make it its own sound. That's why a distortion pedal is important, and that's why going through 12 different ones here, all unique to their own sound, is something that's going to be really fun to try and will be interesting. So before I go on, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and absolutely tell me why I got it wrong in your opinion in the comments below. So without further ado, it's onto the pedal. So the first pedal that we've got, I don't know what's in here. I'm just kind of looking down. There is a box, whatever this is. Okay, so yeah, let's plug it in and see how it sounds. So the first pedal that we're going to do this on is the Game Changer plasma pedal. As I say, I have 60 seconds with this. There is Matt on the other side of the screen. He has a timer, and by the time it gets 6 seconds, you'll hear this noise. And that's when I know to stop. And that, I'll unplug, make my decision. And when it's there, that's it. I can't change it unless at the very end, as I say, I want to swap one pedal. So without further ado, let's give it a go. Matt, you ready with the timer? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Six seconds went by pretty quick. Okay, interesting. Right, so best. Where would I rank this pedal? Right. So, game changer plasma pedal. It's very cool with the unit in the middle, obviously. The plasma style showing that you've got something cool going on there. It's wicked. The blend feature is peculiar. That's not really to my tastes. I can imagine why it would be fun for someone that's got some like loads of effects going through it. It borders on the fuzzier side. So to me, I got a cool sound out of it. It was pretty easy. It's quite large, looks wicked. So it's not going S, it's not going A. I think it'll go B for me. It's pretty cool, but it's not something that I would go to immediately. So for now, game changer plasma, B. And then let's go to the box again. Da 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 da. Okay, one of the more affordable pedals that I assume is in this box, Behringer Heavy Distortion HD 300, right? Let's get it plugged in and see how it sounds. Okay, so that's the first one down. Now we have the Behringer HD 300. Matt, you ready with 60 seconds? 3, 2, and 1. That's so little time. That's quite cool, actually. For what I assume is a pedal that's probably less than £50. Obviously, it is the, obviously it's a plastic casing, so maybe it's not the most pedal board friendly thing if you're going to be taking it around as your main sound for distortion. But it was quite a lot of distortion on tap. I think with the fact that you've got multiple different options for your tone shaping and there's a bottom, that's massive for your bass. Obviously, there's a lot of kind of like low end that comes in with that when I was fiddling with it there. It's quite a lot. Gain boost, interesting. So yeah. Okay. We can't go in, it's not that. It's absolutely not that. Is it C, price point wise? Let's go in here. It's going in B for now. B for Behringer, so that's not too bad. So yeah, so I've filled out 2 on here. Still got to fill out all these other ones first. Let's see where we go from there. All right, into the box we go again. Right, NUX Rec 2 Distortion. Wonder what that'll be. Let's rec go. Right, so we've got the Rec 2 by NUX here, by Nux. So yeah, let's get right into it, Matt. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. With gain. So, Anyworks Rec 2 pedal. Rec 2, Recto. It's not Rec Go in the S, A, or B. I didn't really get on with this that well. It didn't really open up. There was not really the breadth that I was looking for. There's so much low end in this pedal, which isn't, I know that I said I wanted a thick tone, it's a bit too overbearing. I mean, I currently have it at just above 9 o'clock and it's just a bit too much. There wasn't enough top or anything like that to me, even though I've really pushed the treble. So a lot of volume to it though. I had to keep the master low. So if you want a loud pedal, this could be that. But for me, it's going into C. Pop that down there. Great for the price, but it's just not for me. So into the box we go again. Okay, right. Boss Distortion 2. Nirvana called, they want their tone. Let's hear how it sounds. Here we go again. 60 seconds, starting now. That was 60 seconds. I really like this. So, Boss Turbo Distortion, as you heard then very quickly, a very rough Nirvana. This is the Nirvana pedal. I really love the fact that you have both, they've got a couple of different options with your Turbo Distortion. So you've got a little bit more for tone shaping. The actual tone control, whilst it's not obviously a 2 or a 3 band EQ, it's very effective, big sweep. Versatile. It's not overly unaffordable, you know, less than £100. These are absolutely wicked. Metal, it's a Boss pedal. It's not going to do you wrong. It's going to live longer than you will. Therefore, it is the first one to go into, I'll go A because I don't know what else is coming, but that could be very easily swapped into S, depending upon what else is in the box. Let's see what else is there. Okay, JHS 3 series. Just plug it in, give it a go. Right, JHS 3 series, you're up next. Let's see how it sounds. 60 seconds, starts now. JHS 3 series, that's wicked. I really like that. That filter sweep is huge. It really opens it up the top there. Volume on whatever, this must be like a gain boost, like a front end boost or something. So loud. I just had to knock it back there. I didn't want to peak or anything like that, but that's wicked. That's super versatile. Metal casing, nice latching switch. I am a sucker for a latching switch. And, you know, top mounted, brilliant. Easy, easy A. I'm pretty sure that these are all under £100 at this moment in time when we're filming, so also incredibly accessible. So yeah, easy A. Need to fill up this S tier soon, so let's see what else is in the box. Right, before anyone kicks off, it's based on a Mesa, and obviously this is considered to potentially be a preamp pedal, but it's known for its incredible distortion, so it's included. And you know what? I'm very excited to give it a go. We'll be running it, you know, just clean in. So yeah, let's give it a go, shall we? So because this is a preamp pedal, it does have some cabinet impulses built in. We've made sure to turn those off. We're gonna go based on the simple orange channel, nothing, everything's in the middle, basically. As you can see, same with everything else, it's always been in the middle. So yeah, 60 seconds with the Universal Audio knuckles starts now. Well, I know where this is going. Yeah, I know where it's going. As soon as I saw it, there's no doubt about it. This pedal, Universal Audio have done an incredible job with all of these new pedals. The dual rack, they did it with the Anti, which is obviously the PV. They've done it with the light. They're crushing it. These sound incredible. Super versatile. It's a bit more expensive, but it is a whole lot of pedal for the money. It's incredibly striking, it's well made, it's heavy. The only thing, doesn't have the latching, but I mean, it's, you play it, you set it on, and that's it, that's your tone. So without a doubt, the first S, the Knuckles by Universal Audio. Congratulations. Well done. All right, let's see what else is going next. Okay, right. The JHS hard drive. We've got it in black, obviously it comes in a white as well, but let's plug it in, see where it is. Right, JHS drive, time to give it a go. We obviously had the 3 series here. This one has a few more controls, double the controls in fact. And yeah, let's give it a go. 60 seconds starts now. Timed that all right, didn't I? Right, surprising. Let's give it a go. Right, JHS hard drive. Now, I haven't had a chance to give one of these a go. When they first came out, I was slightly skeptical, I won't lie. That sweepable mid-frequency is very, very good. The fact that you can remove or add, you know, subtract is fantastic. It really gives you a lot of versatility. Much more drive than I thought they would be. Quite a loud pedal. No latching, but what are you gonna do? Metal casing, it's not gonna steer you wrong. Top mounted, so, and also black, red and white kind of color is great. And the fact that you've got two options of color, very, very cool. Good job, JHS. Okay. It's tough, that. Do I want to put it in S tier? How many pedals have I done? So there's 6, so just over halfway through. Oh God. For sheer versatility, and I really like the mid-frequency and the middle and being able to swap that around, I'm gonna put it in S for now. In terms of distortion, it was really cool. It was very versatile. Even pulling back the gain, you still had, well, the drive, you still had a really nice sound to it. So yeah, S tier. That surprised me. Let's see what the next surprise may be in the box of joy. Box of joy. It's looking a bit empty in here now. Get that there. Right, reliable as anything, a TC Electronic Dark Matter. This is a wicked pedal, right? Let's give it a go. Right, TC Electronic Dark Matter. 4 controls, 1 switch for different voicing, metal casing, sparkly casing. See how it sounds in 60 seconds. "60 seconds, it's not really that long, is it?" So, TC Electronic Dark Matter, what is there to say about this pedal? Well, didn't have loads of gain on tap, which is fine. This is probably a pedal that you'd put on something that's already slightly overdriven. So if we were to crank this amp a little bit more, maybe this on top would really thicken it out. The bass and treble controls weren't really there. However, something that I do really like, that is the first time I've seen this on any of the pedals we've had so far, is that the middle is notched, so you can feel, if you're kind of like just going down and just like tinkering away, you can feel the middle, which is always, you know, pretty good. 2 different voices, not a whole lot of difference between them. So it does have the latch, and it is metal casing, and TC Electronic, it is very affordable. It's not for me, and the point of this is, does it work for me? It doesn't work the same way that any of these will. So unfortunately for now, it's going in C tier. It's not for me. It's just how it is. That's the point of these videos, is that, you know, we're trying something different and we're seeing, does that suit me? No. Does it suit you? Have you got it in your rig? Tell us how you use it down in the comments. I'm certain that people watching this will have these because they're incredibly popular, just not for me. But let's see what is in the box next and see if it is for me. Okay, Earthquaker Devices. This is an interesting one. All right, let's give it a go. So, Earthquaker Devices is the first that we have here. I've not really had a go with this pedal before. 6 different controls. There is a weight control, and I did say I wanted a thick and weighty sound, so maybe this is the pedal for the job. We'll find out in the next 60 seconds. Let's give it a go. So, earthquaker devices, I'll straight away, it's not for me. It is quite cool. For what I'm wanting, this isn't it, but I can understand why this would be really cool. I can imagine this on top of a jazz chorus distortion, just giving it a bit more thick, you know, a bit more body, but once you kind of like max everything out, pretty cool. But as I say, it's not for me. So unfortunately, it's gonna have to go in C, even though, oh, there isn't a latching switch. Oh, there was. Definitely going in C then. So unfortunately, earthquake devices, not this time. It's starting to fill out. I think we've got 3 pedals left. Quick one here. Yeah, about 3 pedals. So, right, yo, let's dive back into the box. Right, we all know what this sounds like. Let's plug it in. So it's a HM2. We all know the sound it's gonna make. And, you know, it's a very iconic sound. You think of Nails, you think of Swedish death metal, you know, modern bands like Harriet use this pedal. This is that kind of tone. So see how it sounds, shall we? 60 seconds starting now. Okay. Oh, dearie me. Right. You know what? I'm going to just do one thing because it's this pedal and it's fun doing this. So I'll just turn the volume back. The volume is on 3 on the amp. Rock it back to 1 and just... got to crank an HM2. It's HM2. It's the Waza version, so I couldn't tell you what the Waza version does. I just know it does the HM2 sound bloody brilliantly. Right, where can it go? I mean, the problem is you've got to stick to everything else. So it doesn't achieve the tone that I want it to, but it's got heaps of everything on it. So for now, it's gonna have to go into B. You know, as I say, wicked pedal, it's that sound. If you want that sound, where else are you gonna go? But I don't want that sound in particular right now, so HM2W is going there. 2 pedals left. Let's go to the box. DS1W, right. The sound of the Chili Peppers? Let's give it a go. Right, DS1. You've definitely heard this pedal if you've listened to any record from the 90s and any record from the early 2000s. So yeah, DS1, let's go straight into it. DS1W. Now, I really like it on the C. It really opens up a lot. I think the versatility you can get with this pedal for just 3 controls and then obviously the switchable mode, I think is really good. Loud pedal, once again, it's Boss, so hard as nails. Comes with also Boss batteries. There's always a battery in a Boss pedal, which is great. Super accessible battery compartment too. Another bonus point for it. It's bright orange, not gonna miss it. And yeah, it's just a wicked pedal. Does it get the full sound that I want? It's close. It's got a lot of clarity to it. You can hear things through, like, you know, the tops are there, which is really nice. So it's not S, it's absolutely not S, but it's not these. So it's gonna have to go A for now, which is very respectable. Down to the last pedal inside the box we go. And you know what? I can look now because it's the last one. So, I know it's not a distortion pedal, but these sound huge. So I'm very excited to plug this in. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Now, much like the Universal Audio Knuckles, this is a preamp pedal. It's obviously based off of the incredibly popular and huge sounding Friedman BE100. You know, people that use those, I think of Mastodon, I think of Chris Schiffler from Foo Fighters, and also Jerry Cantrell, who has his own signature as well, the JJ, which is slightly modded. There is the smaller version, the BEOD. Now, we do have those in stock, but they're unfortunately not in our hub today. So let's go on the BEOD Deluxe. It's a much larger pedal, but we'll get into that in a second. So 60 seconds with the BEOD starts now. .60 seconds isn't enough with a pedal like this. So our final pedal, the BEOD Deluxe. Now, there is obviously the BEOD, which is just a singular channel. The Deluxe, being a dual channel, has that advantage to it. A really cool thing, you've got the tight switching, so a couple of different options there, as well as a mini switch. Well, it's not a switch, it's a toggle for the presence. Presence is often overlooked. I always crank the presence because I like a lot of openness at the top, and this is brilliant. The fact it's a 2-channel as well, and a latching. It's a latching switch. Love a latching switch. Made of metal, so it's solid. There's only one place for this, and that is in S tier. So to recap, let's have a look here. I do have a switch. If I want to use it, I'll be honest, I don't. Obviously, this is to my taste, so these are my choices. If I was forced to switch one, maybe I'd put, maybe if I had a little bit more time with the plasma pedal, it could go up a bit, but I don't know, I'm pretty confident with these. So let's go from S, A, B, and C. S, we have the UA Audio Knuckles, we've got the JHS hard drive, and the Friedman OD Deluxe. This is absolutely phenomenal bits. Then we have a nice little row of color here. We've got 2 Boss pedals of JHS, brilliantly versatile, just missing out on kind of like what I want. B, well, you know, as I say, HM2, it does the sound that you want a HM2 to do, not to my taste. I think kind of bang for buck wise, the HD 300 being there probably gives you the most if you're kind of going for some what I do, but probably not. The plasma pedal is very cool. Once again, just not what I want. And then we go to C. To taste, obviously, there's no discounting these pedals. They are brilliant, especially the Nux and the TC for the price point. The Zoa, I don't think it's used in the right way in this shootout. I think if you were to stack that on top of something else, as I say, it's a bit, you know, it verges kind of like a shoegazy, kind of like emo-y vibe, or you want that kind of like slightly pushed, a little bit of thickness, but a little bit of, you know, almost like there's a blend control on there. It's kind of that vibe. But I think for what I wanted, these are absolutely outstanding. Now, obviously, that's my opinion. Let me know in the comments below, have I made the right choices? Have I used these pedals correctly? Would you use them in a different way? Do you own these pedals? How do you run them? That's the thing about distortion pedals and gain staging as a whole. It's very to taste. It's very what you want. It's what you are running it through. Are you running it through a stack? Are you running it on a channel that's already overdriven? Are you using it as a totally different tone? Is it for one specific part of a song? It's such a specific thing to the user. So, as I say, comment below. Let me know how you would use these pedals, what you think of the ranking, what you think of the pedals. If you want to know any more about any of these pedals, gifmusic.com, the link is in the bio. But most importantly, thanks for your time. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will see you again very soon. Take care. See ya.